welcome to our very first ever live High Vibe Honey. I'm so excited that you are here. I am sitting here in my place in California and I'm excited that we're doing this live. It's gonna be really fun. So I have some very beautiful cards for you today, which I am super excited about. And first of all, I want us to start off by taking a moment to just get really centered in our bodies and where we're at and thinking about this is not just about boosting our own energy, right? This is about boosting the energy for everyone that we know around us, everyone that is in our lives. It is not just about feeling good within ourselves and then walking around and acting as if nobody else matters and they don't exist, right? The idea is that we feel good and then we help other people. So either we are actually asking what we can do to help them, whether we're assisting them in their lives or whether we're just being an example of what life can be like for them. It's really important that this isn't just a selfish practice, right? I always feel like when you learn something or you have some kind of knowledge, the most important thing is that you then share it with other people. So today we are going to take a moment. Hi everyone, it's so nice to see your names come up. Today we are going to take a moment to just get into feeling good for other people for a second. So what I want you to do with me is to close your eyes for a second. And I want us to just take 3 breaths. So you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, so close your eyes. Let's do it. 1 breath in and out through your mouth. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And 1 more for good luck. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. So the thing that's interesting about being high vibe and living in the vortex and doing all of these things is that even when we're feeling really great, that doesn't mean that everyone around us is always doing well at the same time. And there are a few people in my life right now who are just having a hard time. They're struggling with all kinds of things that I can't even imagine. And so it's important that we just think of them and we offer our help and we are as supportive as we can be. What do you need? How can I help you? What can I do to help you with that? So we're going to take a moment to just think of those people that are in your life that could really use your love, that could really use your support. So I want you to close your eyes and think of 2 people, and whoever are the first 2 people that pop into your mind are probably perfect. So close your eyes and visualize these 2 people, and I want you to see them enveloped in a beam of golden light. And as you see them in this golden light, I want you to send as much love and beauty and joy to them as you possibly can. And I want you to see them accepting that from you and making really good choices and looking after themselves and doing whatever they need to do so that they feel really good. And then when you see them accept that from you, then you can open your eyes. We can all come back together. How does that feel? I think that feels really good. Like, it's so easy for us to get caught up in our own lives and be like, why is my whatever not manifesting? And it's like, you know, some people have some real shit that they're dealing with. So maybe we should be thoughtful about that. Maybe we should try to be helpful. Maybe we should use the good vibes and the momentum that we have built up to help other people. It's really, really important. And that has been really driven home to me this week. And I'm so glad to be in my friends' lives where I can help them and I can be supportive and I can offer them my unconditional love and support. I was talking to my friend Alexander Roxo the other day and we're just making voice memos, which is what we do. And it's where the basis for the magical morning practice came from. And I said to her, like, it's never wrong to unconditionally love someone. Like, it's always right to love somebody. And I don't know if that message resonates for you this week. And if it does, I'm glad. But that's kind of just where I'm at. That's like my vibe for the week. Okay, so now we're gonna pull some cards because let's talk about you for a second. So these cards are so good, they're so good, and it's a whole new deck of cards. This is the OK Tarot. Look at that. pink as fuck. And what I really like about this deck is it's totally non-gendered. There's no religious iconography. It's really plain and clear and simple. Like, it's extremely clear and basic, which is great. And so I love it. You can buy it from @AdamJK on Instagram. It's called the OK Tarot. All right, so let's look at the cards that we got because, baby, they're so good. And this first one, I think you're just gonna laugh because I've been pulling this for months. And so it's good news for all of us. The Two of Motherfucking Cups. Yes. The Two of Cups is about unconditionally loving, just like I was saying to Alexandra the other day. And the Two of Cups is the card of love that is deep and bonded and like soulmate central. You have mutual attraction, you have mutual respect. It's a relationship that's really creative and satisfying and fulfilling, and it just feels really good when you're around this person. And it's also a card about your individual growth and your individual self-love. So when you are rocking out the Two of Cups in your own life, even if you're single, what that means is that you are making an effort to love yourself unconditionally and to be as consistent with that unconditional love as possible. And sometimes when we are, in this process of loving ourselves and we're on this journey to feel better about who we are and where we're at, what we do is we feel it and then we don't feel it, and we feel it and we don't feel it. And it's almost like, in the olden days, I don't know if you guys are as old as me, but in the olden days, it used to be that you would tune your radio using a dial, and it would be like this tiny sweet spot where there was an uninterrupted broadcast and like the frequency was super clear. And at the moment, a lot of us are dancing between the static and the signal, And so what we're really wanting to do is to step into a place where we feel more consistently good about ourselves. This is one reason why the magical morning practice is good. It sets us up in a really powerful way every morning. So we're just like ready and we're already in a good vibration. But my point is that with the Two of Cups, it says, when you are in this vibe, when you are looking after yourself, when you are loving yourself, you attract other people in who are A, attracted to that, like magnetized to that, and B, other people who are looking after themselves too. So this card is just so fucking cool. It's like there's either love here right now or there's love coming, where the love is easy and it's uncomplicated and it's simple and you can really be yourself. And isn't that what we all want, is to just be able to be ourselves? I love that. And if you are in an existing relationship, if you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship or a partnership, this card says that you are going to deepen your relationship. You're going to have a deepened appreciation for the person that you're with. You're going to really see them in a new light, and it's going to remind you why you fell in love with them in the first place. And if you've been having challenges within your long-term relationship, it says that you're going to be able to see eye to eye, finally. And you're going to be like, you know what, I understand, and I'm sorry, and I love you, and it's all good. And then it also says that there are potentially excellent business partnerships just around the corner. So if you are talking to somebody about starting something or creating something, this is a really beautiful card for that. So Two of Motherfucking Cups, baby! So good. I'm pumped on the Two of Cups. Absolutely pumped. So our next card, just reinforces that one, which is how it always is, right? The second card we got is the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is about reunions. It's about past loves coming back into your life, which is hilarious because that's my life right now. And it's also Venus retrograde. So if your exes have been coming out of the woodwork, holy shit, you are not alone. I mean, everyone I know has had exes coming out of the woodwork. It's absolutely crazy. So The Six of Cups is a really cool card because it's not just about reunions and past loves and stuff like that. It's kind of about looking back to your childhood and rediscovering that joy, feeling that sense of playfulness and creativity, and really rekindling that spark of aliveness and silliness and all of those great things. So I like to think of it as, what did you love to do when you were a little kid? I was talking to my friend about this the other night. It's like the things that I used to love doing was making like weird random art projects and like vandalism light, and I liked to walk around my house with a dictaphone and record fake radio stations where I would be like a million different characters and stuff like that. And when you can tap back into that sense of unbridled play, where it's like you're not creating something because you're trying to sell it or you're trying to look a certain way, you're just making things because it feels really good and it's really fun. That's what this card is all about. So kind of recapturing that sense of what it was like to be a child where you did feel really good and just exploring that part of yourself. And another thing that it can be about is really working with your inner child and thinking about who you were when you were 4 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, and even keeping a photo of yourself at those ages, in your house, on your desk, next to your bed, and just talking to that photo every night before you go to sleep, saying the things to the 4 or 6 or 10-year-old you that you really needed to hear at the time. And it's just a way that we can self-soothe and really start to feel safe within our own bodies and our own brains and our own lives. So that's what this card is all about. And it's just a really fun, spontaneous, intuitive card. It kind of says like any creative ideas you have, you should absolutely put your attention into, because it's just going to feel really good when you do that. It also says that if you are in a established relationship, you might be thinking about your ex, or you might be thinking about the past. You might be wondering about, maybe what went wrong in those relationships, what was different about them or whatever. And that might be pulling focus from your current relationship. So it's just something to be aware of. And it also says in the business and creative realms that creative work obviously is very much being stimulated for you this week. And also that you might be returning to or starting a family business or doing some kind of work that is really familiar. So maybe going back to an industry that you worked in years and years ago, or working with someone that you've known for a long time. It's kind of about returning to your roots and getting back into that vibe and really, kind of being in a place that things feel familiar, and just tapping into like maybe a past version of yourself that was maybe less jaded, maybe more excited about life, or whatever is going on. Okay, so third card, and I want you to start drinking some water right now so that you are like prepped and ready for the tapping. I'm gonna drink some right now because we still have one card to go. Okay. So our third card, which follows on super beautifully from the first two, is the Ace of Wands. Now, as you may remember, I try and teach you guys a little bit about tarot every time we do these readings. Aces are about new beginnings. It's like a little seed, little germ of an idea. It's the very first initial spark of something. And the Wands are fire. They are all about action and getting things done. And we have a moon in Aries on Monday, I think. So like this is very act. This is like a go, go, go card. So basically what you do is you put like the number, which here is the ace, and then the suit together, and it tells you something different. So the ace is the beginning, and the wands is fire starter energy, big time, getting things done. So that's what it says. Very beginnings of getting some shit done. So this card is like a major go for it signal. It is about beginnings. It's about hot potential. It's about following your intuition and really feeling your way into doing these things that excite you, that like turn you on, that give you a thrill. And it's about new relationships and spending time with someone and creating new businesses and new opportunities. There's more money. It also says that there are really enhanced career prospects. So maybe this means a promotion, maybe it means you'll be working on a new project, whatever it is. So the Ace of Wands is very much like everything is about to kick into high gear kind of vibe. And again, you have to remember that because it's an ace, it's only the very, very beginning of the journey, right? So this is the very first days where you're like feeling it out and you're kind of like, might be a little bit touch and go, but you do have a lot of enthusiasm, you do have a lot of passion, and this is absolutely something that you should put your energy and your attention into and on. So I love that. I'm very stoked with those cards. I was very excited to pull them. So let's do a little recap. Two of Cups, hot love, like real soulmate, fuck yes love, and also new business partnerships, and also if you're in a relationship, that relationship getting closer and feeling that spark again, realizing and recognizing why you're with the person you're with and how much you love them. Six of Cups can be reunion with past love, but it can also be about rekindling your inner child, feeling that sense of playfulness and silliness and creativity, and really treasuring your inner child as much as you can, telling her or him what they needed to hear at, you know, whatever age, you know, you needed to hear those messages. And also about, you know, lots of creative work and projects. And the Ace of Wands says, go for it. This is such a hot time. It is ripe with potential. Whatever you want to do is going to be a slam dunk. You're going to be so excited and it just feels good. So follow the urges, put your energy into whatever is coming up, and you cannot go wrong. Isn't that beautiful? I love those cards. Thank you for all your little comments saying this is spot on, that it's helpful, that it's resonating. I'm loving that. So here's what we're going to tap on, unless you have other ideas. I think we should tap on, like, these are such beautiful cards. I'm very encouraged by them. And I also think that sometimes when positive cards come up, we think like, yeah, sure, maybe I'll get that, but is it really gonna last? I think that's a very pertinent question where we're like, well, maybe I'll get it for like a week, but then I'm sure it'll fizzle out, or like nothing really lasts. Everything kind of fades away eventually, and like, should I really put my trust in this? Should I really step into it fully? What if it goes away? So that is what we are going to tap on today. If you're ready, I'm ready. I'm so ready. So let's drink some more water, and then we're going to tap on this, and we're just going to blast through any resistance we have where we worry that, you know, the good things might come, but then maybe we have a sense that like the other shoe is going to drop. I know that's something that we feel a lot of the time. You know, we worry that the good times aren't gonna last. So we're just gonna blast through that because it's such a bummer thing to be thinking about all the time. Like, you just do not need that in your life. So drink some water. You know, it's interesting. I was thinking about my Perrier Lime situation, how I'm obsessed with Perrier Lime, and it's like maybe now I'm just in a new vibe where Perrier Lime is not the move. I don't know. Nobody seems to have it here. It's really weird. Maybe I'm gonna be like a San Pellegrino girl. I don't know. But for now, I'm drinking filtered water out of an iridescent glass, and it's pretty good, you know, so I'm not mad about it. Okay, my loves. So we are going to start on the karate chop point as always, and if you have never tapped before, all you have to do is follow my guide. You're going to use 2 fingers on your dominant hand, and actually your non-dominant hand as well, because we're going to tap on both sides of our body, and you're just going to press with enough pressure that you would be able to like tap on someone's shoulder to concert if you needed to like get by them or to see past them, but not so hard that you're trying to like, you know, make a hole to China in your own body, okay? So we're just going to tap on these various acupressure points in the body. These are points in the body where the energy flows the strongest, and it's also a way that we can unblock the energy, and that's essentially what tapping is doing. We're unblocking energy and telling ourselves positive messages, and we're really rewiring our brains with this stuff. It's super powerful. I used it to heal my eating disorder in one night, which still astounds me to say. So this is a really powerful technique, and I really recommend giving it a shot if you have never done it before. So again, drink some water. It's really important to be well hydrated when you're doing this. It's like you're moving around a lot of energy. It's kind of like getting a massage or doing any kind of energy work. You're moving a lot of stuff around in your body, so you want to make sure that you are very well hydrated. Okay. So we are going to start on the karate chop point, which is this fleshy underside of your hand, and we are just going to tap here. And you are going to repeat after me. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Even though I'm excited about everything that's coming, I still have fear. And even though I really want all of these good things to happen, and I'm so ready for a better love life, and I'm so ready to feel good at work, and I'm so ready to take care of my inner child, I'm also really nervous about it. Because sometimes it feels like when good things happen, they don't last. Either the person goes away, or I fuck something up, or something goes wrong. And so that those good feelings don't last. And that can be really painful. So even though I'm worried that these good things won't stay, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop, I deeply and completely accept and forgive myself right now. Even though I always blame myself when things go wrong, and I always take it personally, even when logically I know that I shouldn't, I forgive myself right now. Okay. Ooh! Good stuff. Okay, drink some water. And if anything came up for you while we were doing that, let me know. And yeah, then we're gonna jump into tapping a full round on this, on the idea of what if it doesn't last? What if it goes away? What if I fuck it up? Blah, 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 blah. All these things that we tell ourselves all the time that really are not helping us with our lives. They're not making us any happier. They're not making us any more productive. They are not bringing joy or satisfaction or any good feelings to our lives. So more water, please. And then we're going to tap on the full thing. So if you've never tapped before, here are the points. Top of the head, start of the eyebrow, side of the eye, under the nose, under the mouth, under the collarbone, like about an inch, under the side, like where your bra strap is, kind of along the side, and then the wrists together. See? Easy. You got this. Okay. Here we go. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay. Scorpion UK said, I don't usually yawn, but today I'm going and going. Good, that means you're hitting some real shit. Yawning is a sign that it is resonating strongly. Yawning, burping, watering eyes, sneezing, feeling really tired, feeling nauseous, those are all signs that you're really hitting something big. Okay, let's do this. Top of the head. Even though I'm excited about all the good things coming my way, I still have massive worries. Because it doesn't always seem like things will last. And even though I believe I'm a good person, and even though I always do my best, things don't always work out for me. Sometimes things end and it's painful. Sometimes things feel out of control. And I don't know what to do about it. Sometimes it seems like even when good things do happen, They are doomed to end. Or I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And that is so painful. Because when I feel like that, I'm robbing myself of the joy in the present moment. When I'm obsessed about how things are going to end, or how they won't last, I can't enjoy the present moment. And I really want to enjoy the present moment. So even though I sometimes blame myself for things ending or things going wrong or for things that I can't control, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though I give myself a really hard time, and I'm my own harshest critic, I accept myself as I am. And even though I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop, I'm willing to let go of that belief. I might not fully let go of it today, but it is something I am willing to let go of. I am ready to accept all the good things into my life and to accept them in a way which lets me enjoy the moment. To be fully engaged with what is going on and to realize that feeling good in that moment is a choice. And it's something I can do every moment of every day. So even though I'm worried that things aren't always going to last, I am committed to having fun right now. I am committed to soaking up the joy. Like a big glee sponge. I am committed to being in the moment and enjoying myself rather than obsessing about the future and plotting and scheming about everything. I'm willing to just let the universe take over. Because I know that everything in my life happens for a reason. And that the universe has a way better imagination than I do. And I am willing to get on the cosmic roller coaster. Because it is way more fun than trying to control everything. So even though I have tried to control things in my past, I am willing to loosen the reins just a little bit and allow myself to truly feel good. Because I deserve to feel good all the time. And so it is. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Yes. Drink some more water. Beautiful. I love it. So, usually when we do this, the homework is to talk about what we are wanting to manifest, where we are going, what our next big thing is. And this week, I want you to do something different. I want you to comment below with 5 things that you are truly grateful for right now. 5 blessings that you have in your life right now. And if you want to comment the first names or even initials of the people that you were thinking about at the start of this session, if you want to say like, and I'm sending love to X and Y or whoever, I think that would also be a really beautiful thing to do, just to cement it into the universe, to really like beam it out with a lot of power, to let the universe know that you are sending your love in that direction. It'll make you feel really good, and this is just something that, I don't know, it just feels like the right thing to do this week. You know, we're coming to the end of Libra season, which is all about partnership and cooperation and balance and learning about other people and learning about ourselves. And I think as the season draws to a close, like we go into Scorpio on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday or something of next week, it's going to be a really big change. But we're wrapping up this season, and as we do that, we are really learning some lessons about partnership, about balance, about, you know, what we can learn from other people and how we can be supportive of them and how we can show them our love. So I would love for you to do that, and I hope that you've had a beautiful week so far. I know that next week is going to be amazing, especially with these cards. You cannot go wrong. It's all good. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me live. So much fun, and I will see you next week.